Welcome to the 2021 Hartford Women's Lacrosse Preview. I'm Marco Sochi alongside head coach Meg Decker. Coach, obviously we've had a year-long layoff. It's been a crazy year for everyone in the world. What was it like? Bring me back to a year ago. What was it like to have the season just abruptly canceled after 7 games?
Shocking. I think that's the quickest word that comes to mind. It was hard not being around the players, not being able to say goodbye the way we wanted to, or do our end of the year meetings in person, or even have a full season to do end of the year meetings about. You would like to see players develop, especially through their freshman year. And freshman year and junior year are usually 2 really big glow up years, I would say. And unfortunately, they didn't get that. And even in the fall, a couple of players chose to stay home. And that was a really good decision for them. And so they've had only the spring to prepare. So it's different. It's hard, but it's the new normal. So this is all they know now. And I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah, and how much more special does that make this season that we're going into tomorrow?
It really does. I think more than anything, more than the loss of lacrosse, it was the loss of community. And I think we've felt that on a global level, just communities around the world right now. The fact that we even get to be together on the field every day, that's incredible. That's lucky. And I believe that they know that when they step out on the field, I'll use Diane Geppie-Akins, who's a Loyola coach, that you're lucky every day. And I really, truly believe that's how we operate.
Yeah, well, you spoke about community, and this community started 4 years ago with this year's senior class. How amazing it has it been to see them grow? I mean, how much have you seen them grow?
An incredible amount. God, I am so proud of them, and so proud to call them my peers here soon, right? They're graduating in May. They have just grown exponentially, not just on the field. You used to the field stuff. Trust me, they're going to do big things for us on the field this year. But off the field and as leaders and as inclusive humans who take care of people around them, they just have blown my mind, really, in the young women that they've become. And I'm lucky to be coaching them.
Obviously, year 4 of the program, we'll call it year 3.5 because of last year. But the program's still very much being built, even though we have our first senior class. What are the expectations this year for the team?
Well, we had a previous stat sheet of what we wanted to hit and an exponential curve that we needed to be operating on. And while that would still be awesome, the reality is we hit a curveball we didn't see coming, and the global pandemic will do that to you. And really this year, our goal is for us to show up every game. And we show up every practice. They've been incredible at doing that, but to show up and give your best, whatever the best is that you have in you that day, to give it all and to walk off the field knowing that's what you did. And that's our goal for this year, that every single game, no matter what ends up happening, we give our best. And I truly believe that if we do that, we'll see big moves on the scoreboard. And that's the most I can ask for this year. I believe we'll be checking some win boxes and hopefully starting with tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
That's not something that we take lightly. We're out here to win. We've prepared and we worked hard for it. And we have a full 4-year team and strong leadership across our classes, really, but a strong senior group. And I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, well, you mentioned leadership, and I was getting right to it. When I talked to you for the first time in 2018 and said, what goes into building a program? Because it's not something many people do. You said everybody that you recruited, you wanted them to have some sort of leadership trait, wanted them to either have been a leader in their community or on their high school lacrosse team. Well, now they're seniors. Those are your leaders. Who do you think is really taking it to task the most? Who would you say are the leaders on this team?
Well, if I did my job right, all of them, right? And it's funny that you mentioned that because we just had our voting for captains on Saturday. So a couple days ago. And not everybody wants to be captain. Not everybody, it's a hard job, right? So we had the seniors kind of say if they would like to be chosen as a captain to step forward. And we talked about what leadership meant, how it's taking care of the people around you. It's putting other people first. It's you take a back seat as a leader. What's important to you is good and right, but it's more important what's best for the entire group. And I think they've learned that. And it was amazing to see what a split vote It was across the senior group. That was incredible for me as a coach, knowing that there were so many incredible options for our captains group. It came down to the wire, and it was Meg Miller, Debbie Phillips, and Emily Steele. And they are incredible choices. And I think really the best ones for the group. And that's who they put forward. And I'm excited to see what they do, but it wouldn't have shocked me whoever ended up on top there.
You just mentioned everything that it takes to be a leader, and none of that had to do with anything on the field, which is something that so echoes the last year we've had. How does that impact the leaders, the captains that were picked? Do you think they're kind of ready to take that task on in terms of the last year's been tough on a lot of people?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing I saw in the growth in my senior class, but my team in general this year, was the understanding of where we are in our world right now and how incredibly important it is to get to know people, to understand people, to put yourselves in their shoes, to put your ego aside, put other people first, especially with the racial divide that's happening right now. It's happened for years, but now we're finally looking at it. And we have one of the most diverse teams in the country for women's lacrosse, and you can't not look at it. And I've recruited that way. We've recruited to have people from 18 different states at this point, all across the world. We have people from multiple countries. They believe different things. They think different things. They're studying different things. They look different. And that's always been a part of who we are, but the diversity piece is not enough. It was that inclusion piece of making sure that not only did we open the door and invite people in, but we made sure that when you got here, you felt welcome. And we were doing okay, but not great. And I think that more than anything else has been something that when I see the leadership on our team, the people that are respected the most are the people who are stepping up and speaking out and taking care of other people and including other people and speaking up for other people and stepping into their own power too. And I think that's what the best thing I think has come out of the pandemic for my program.
It's certainly more important than what we see on the field, but we have to give the lacrosse fans what they want. Tomorrow, first game of the season against Vermont. How excited are you just to get back on the field?
Oh my gosh, so excited. Lucky it's a home game. We have some sibling rivalry happening, the Holleran family. They're originally from the Connecticut area. Their dad is in coaches football. There's 2 sisters on Vermont, and then Dylan plays for us. And that'll be fun. I told them, gotta wave, can't have any contact kind of thing, but it'll be fun. Vermont's such a great program. They really are. I think the world of their coaching staff and have become good friends with them throughout the years. And I'm excited to be on the field with them tomorrow.
Yeah, so a little friendly sibling rivalry, a little friendly America East rivalry. Mm-hmm. It's certainly going to be exciting to get back on the field tomorrow. I'm Marco Sochi, head coach Meg Decker. Good luck tomorrow, Coach.
Thank you so much, Marco. Appreciate it.